I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions regarding Director of Sport at Shiplake. What skills will make you stand out more from other potential candidates and why?
Being a charismatic, reliable individual, I have excellent leadership skills and I'm quite creative and I'm an organised character with a confident nature and the type of character who is reliable. And these skills help me be able to engage learning with classes. I look at it as when the students are improving, I'm improving. So that's how I go about things.
Great answer. If hired as Director of Sport, what would be the first thing you do and why would you do this?
I'd like to ensure the division of funds across sporting is given a good look at and making sure that if one sport has the potential to grow, that sport is given the attention it needs through funds and time, etc.
Very nice. What skill would you feel is holding you back and what would you do to change this and make it a skill that that excels you in employment?
Sometimes I feel like I try too hard to get the best, and this might lead me to times on the sport field when my emotions get the better of me. But I think with time I'm able to take this enthusiasm and turn it into performances.
Very nice. Now looking at your CV, I've got a couple of questions for you. What would you say is the most valuable lesson you learned while at Durham?
The most valuable lesson I learned was because I was surrounded by some of the most intelligent people in the world, I had to keep going and not get sucked into the place where I didn't feel good about myself. Although even going to that uni made me one of the smartest people.
Very nice. Secondly, what would you bring to the Shiplake coaching team that we wouldn't have had before?
I feel that my work with the Overs under-16s has given me the experience I need to take the transition of working with adults and working with kids, which will be hard at first, but I'm excited for the challenge of working with the kids.
Thank you.
I've got some questions for you. In the job that you're offering me, what opportunities lie ahead in the order of me to evolve as a sports coach?
As a sport coach, you are obviously always under scrutiny, as all coaches are. But if you're successful and your team performs well, then you might be in line to get promotions, kind of be heads of departments, and get jobs like that.
Thank you. Is there any society set up by the school, like staff sports teams, so it's easier for us to get to know each other?
There is. I know that currently in the summer term the staff are playing touch rugby on a Friday after activities, and the staff has a running football team from the first term all the way through to the second term, and I know that there's also a staff cricket team and they have a big fixture
Brilliant.
against the first team.
Thank you. Finally, is there any room for promotions in the school?
There is. Obviously promotions are all based on performance, so if you perform well as Director of Sport you might be in line to get kind of Deputy Headmaster and jobs like that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning, Tom. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions regarding Director of Sport at Shiplake. What skills will make you stand out more from other potential candidates and why?
I believe my skill of being able to work hard and work well will make me stand out from other candidates, because this will give me advantage for when preparing for lessons and like other activities that I'll have to prepare for, and I should have the advantage over them.
Nice. If hired as a Director of Sport, what would be the first thing you do and why would you do this?
I would like to take the cricket team on tour to help them prepare well for the season, because we seemed to do that last year and had a really good season afterwards, or as I've seen on your website and on Shiplake Sports. So I'd like to do it this year and maybe take them somewhere.
Nice.
And get them playing.
What skill would you feel is holding you back and what would you do to change this and make it a skill that excels you in employment?
I don't believe I have any skills to hold me back.
And looking back at your CV, I've just got a couple of questions regarding that.
Yep.
What skills would you take from your catering job and how would you apply it to Shiplake?
Well, in the catering job, obviously I had to work with a team, with obviously my co-workers, and also interacting well with the clients. So I believe that working in like a sports department when all the teachers and staff are quite close, working with a team with them to help organise fixtures and stuff like that will be important for the future and things.
Alright, good answer. What skills would you say were most valuable from your time at Oxford and how would you describe the transition from a student to a teacher?
Well, obviously Oxford's quite a smart university to go to, so I've obviously worked with some of the smartest people in the country, and this will obviously help me work well with some of the staff at Shiplake.
Nice. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so if I was offered the job, how many lessons a week will I be teaching?
We would like to put you in a lesson with at least one lesson with every year group. So year 7, year 8, year 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7 lessons a week. And you might be teaching up to 3 lessons within each year group.
Thank you. would I teach a major sport?
We would like to get you, as director of sport, we would like to get you involved pretty much from the word go with a major sport. So first term would be rugby. As director of sport, it's tradition that you normally start down within the 14 days. But we've seen in the past that if you succeed in that, then you are likely to get a job with the first team.
Cool. Is there any room for promotions throughout the time that I could be at the college?
Of course, promotion to the college is based on performance. So if you succeed in director of sport, you might be in line to get a position higher than that.
Cool, thank you.